Hello, everyone. It's Jonetta from Jonetta Moyo Unlimited. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you clicking in to learn more about the self-love goodies that I have to share. I hope by now that you have heard about the new Self-Love Sunday event series. This series is a collection of classes, workshops, and presentations that focus on giving women tips and tools that they can use to be their best selves and live their best lives. Self-love is simply taking care of you so you can thrive. I chose Sunday as the day for this series because it's a great time to get your mind centered for the week ahead and hopefully a good day for women to be able to carve out a little time just for themselves. All of the events take place at 2:30 in the afternoon at Inspiration Studio in Lawrenceville. This coming Sunday, I am super excited to welcome Anna Banguilan as a facilitator for a co-creative and experiential class titled The Art of Allowing. Anna is a life coach and a law of attraction facilitator. She is the founder and creator of Universal Energy Radio and the host and co-creator of several talk shows. She's a well-loved speaker and author. You must, absolutely must, go to her website, lifegetsbetterandbetter.com, to read her story and learn more about how amazing she truly is. Anna is joining me for our chat today to give us a sneak peek into what's in store for this week's class. Hi, Anna.
Hi, Janetta.
How are you?
I am wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Well, I appreciate you doing this. I'm really excited to be able to share this in a different format, so I'm really looking forward to it. So, again, the title of the class is The Art of Allowing. Now, you described the class as a co-creative experience. Can you share with us what we can expect from the class and explain what you mean by co-creative experience?
I would love for this to be multiple conversations, not just me being a talking head up there talking about something. We really want to dig into this and really help shift perspectives, and we'll talk more on that. But it's really about sharing my experience, because that's my perspective, that's where I'm coming from, and having people relate to that, but also others sharing their experiences. Maybe there's some things that they're ready to shift and change, and in the conversations that we'll have, that will happen. And that, to me, is what co-creation is about, is we help each other move forward in our lives.
I love that. I definitely love that. That's one of the things that I love the most about just working with my clients, is that I get from them, just as much as I hope they're getting from me, but I really appreciate that.
I think it's important that, you grow and expand whenever you have these conversations, and they're so wonderful. So as I'm sharing the things that I've been through, and someone can say, yes, I can relate to that, or maybe they're going through, you may have somebody there two people who are going through the same thing. And so many of us think that we have to go it alone. And it isn't about, it's not like an oh, woe is me, but it's how can we uplift, how can we empower? And to me, that's what this is about.
Right, that's great. So what is this concept of allowing? How can you how can you really define that? What does it mean to allow?
In the simplest form, how I like to explain it is, I am being who I am, and I am allowing others to be who they are. It's not about tolerating other people. It's not about I'll put up with that, but it's really allowing, and really down to looking at everybody through these eyes, what I call the eyes of Source, or looking at everybody through unconditional love, and knowing that they're here having what I call the human experience, and in that experience they're on a journey, and on that journey they're doing the best they can with what they have. Their paradigms, whatever they were taught, how they were taught, how they were raised. Generally when people look out at other people, we're basing it on our own experience. And we have to understand that our experience is unique. It's not like anybody else's. So how can we even start to compare? So when you understand that someone else is having an experience based on their, upbringing, or, something as simple as what happened yesterday, or maybe a phone call that they were just on. When we do that, we just don't know what's going on in their lives. So when we allow people to be who they are, and in return allow ourselves to be who we are, because how many of us are basing who we need to be on something external from ourselves? That's what allowing is about.
That's amazing. Because I think, and we won't get too much into it because I don't want to spoil the class, but I just
we'll
think
the class
that
right here.
We'll do it tonight, right here. I think now, and just like in society right now, it's so hard because we're always being, pushed to be better, do something different, change things about ourselves, that allowing it almost seems like, one of those last resorts, because we're constantly thinking about, we're getting these messages that we need to improve, and we need to go faster, we need to be younger, we need to, do all of these different things. But it just seems like allowing is so much more peaceful and so much more in harmony with ourselves. And so that's, one of the reasons when, when you first mentioned this to me, I was like, this would be a great thing to share with everyone. But given that, I think, this class would be valuable for anyone and everyone. But is there anyone in particular that you think this experience would be especially beneficial for?
I think it would be great for folks who really want to make some changes in their life. Maybe they don't know where to start. Maybe they've been feeling a little restless and thinking, there's got to be something more. I just don't even really know what that looks like, or even how to think that maybe I could have more or be worth more. It's that almost folks who are questioning what's going on in their life. I think it's that, because it really is. It's a conversation about what's going on internally, really, and it's just an eye-opener. I look at it as an eye-opener. And when you think of it, when you start shifting this conversation that you have with yourself, things start to change and shift, and things become clear, and just so it's like a domino effect. So many things start happening, and again, we could go into a whole series of things that I'm going to talk about, but it's very fascinating to watch what happens when you really start paying attention to what's going on inside.
Yes. Well, I have definitely described this class as a life changer. I do think that it's definitely that beginning domino, like you said, and how it's just going to affect so many things afterwards. I am, I'm just thrilled that we're finally doing this. What can we do to protect, because we've been talking about this for a while, and I was like, okay, we've got to make this happen. And I think it's the perfect time of year to do it. It's warming up. Spring is happening. People are just kind of, I feel like a lot of people around me have been experiencing that questioning. And I feel like this is going to definitely, again, like you said, help with clarity and help with connecting to where you are right now in your life. So this is going to be great. What can we do to prepare for class?
Well, I've asked everyone to bring an appreciation. Just bring something that they, really appreciate. It could be a person, a place, a thing, and share that. Hopefully share that with the group. They don't have to, but it would be great. But in preparation, I would love for folks to actually, every morning until you come to the class, or every morning from here on out, when you get up, before you even get up and start your day, appreciate something. And I would even suggest, if you're a journaler, and I know you are, if you are a journaler, I would take and I would write your own name at the top of a page and start listing things that you appreciate about yourself. And that's a big one for people. Start with, if you think, oh my gosh, I don't know, and it's like, start with 3. Try to make it to 7, and try to make it to 10. Just keep adding to that list of things that you appreciate about yourself.
Things you appreciate about yourself. I love that. That's great. That's great. Okay, I'm up for the challenge. I'm doing it.
We'll call that the starter. We'll call that the starter challenge.
Okay, the starter challenge. Okay, I'm up for it. Great. Well, thank you so very much for, again, connecting with me tonight in the chat. And Before I let you go, I have to ask you, what is your self-love secret? What is the thing that you do to keep you at your best?
Be present in your now. Be present in your now.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
I definitely need to practice that. That's
your
good.
power is in the now. And I'll explain more about that on Sunday. But the power is definitely in the now when you continue to remind yourself. And it's a little bit of a process to keep yourself there, but once you do, it becomes an exhilaration. And you're like, wow, look where I am right now.
The power is in the now.
The power is in the now.
The power is in the now. Okay, that's the true sneak peek for Sunday. This is awesome. I'm so looking forward to this. This is going to be great. I met Anna over a year ago, and after my first meeting, I wanted to be the president of your fan club. Definitely. You are so inspiring and energizing, and so real and relatable. So I am, like I said, we've been talking about doing this for a while, so I'm really excited. Again, I want to encourage everybody to go to Anna's website, lifegetsbetterandbetter.com. I know you all will love her as much as I do. Class is at 2:30 on Sunday afternoon, March 30th, at Inspiration Studio in Lawrenceville. After class, we will have our tea circle and get our chat on. Tickets are $12 for the event. You can reserve your spot by visiting selflovesunday.com. So that's self-lovesunday.com. Thank you so much for being here, Anna. I am going to end our chat with one of my favorite quotes from Iyanla Vanzant. We owe it to ourselves and life to assist, support, and serve others. We must remember, however, that we cannot give what we do not have. Give to yourself first. Thank you, everyone. See you at Self Love Sunday.